Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut. Hope you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. So a lot of stuff's going on in Major League Baseball today. My goodness, some massive trades today. We got the Devin Williams getting traded from the Brewers to the Yankees. It's a good trade for both teams. Nestor Cortez goes back in return. It was a really good trade for both teams, and obviously the Yankees finally get themselves a closer. They haven't had one in quite a long time, a professional one, and they'll have him for a year. Maybe he'll go, maybe the Mets will sign him next year. And of course, just a little while ago, Kyle Tucker got traded to the Cubs in a package with Isaac Paredes and their base prospect and a right-handed pitcher. Really good trade for both teams. Rumor is that Anthony Santander is on the radar for the Astros. I don't expect Alex Bregman to go back there, because Cam Smith, who's one of the pieces that's coming from the Cubs, is quite frankly going to be the third baseman there. And Paredes will probably be there for a year, and then they'll move him to first, and Smith will be the third baseman. So I don't expect Bregman to be with the Astros next year. But let's talk about the Mets. Who's expected to be here or not be here that Juan Soto is here? Well, obviously, with the extra outfielders now with the Mets now, because they brought in Jose Siri, they have Tyrone Taylor, Brandon Nimmo, and of course the great Juan Soto now, one of the many, and it means many, well, not too many spots, some of the big moves the Mets are going to make. I expect the Mets to make some more moves here over the next few weeks, maybe this weekend, probably tomorrow, probably. They won't be home in the evening tomorrow, but one of the people that's going to be moved is probably Starling Marte, who I've said for a few weeks. If I'm on the channel, I've been talking about Starling Marte getting moved. And it seems that the Mets are now ready to move him because the power just isn't there for him to be a designated hitter. The Mets have other holes. They need to address some of their bullpen. They have holes in the pitching staff with the rotation. And of course, they don't have a first baseman. And quite frankly, they don't have a DH. So, this is from SI.com. Sources: Mets open to trade Starling Marte for relief pitching. New York Mets open to trading outfielder Starling Marte for relief help this offseason, sources tell SI. The hot stove is sizzling. It certainly is after today, and it's safe to say the New York Mets have been busy after netting big fish free agent outfielder Juan Soto to a record-setting 15-year, $765 million deal on the eve of with the meetings on Sunday. As is the general norm for Major League ball clubs at this time of the year, Mets have been discussing a plethora of different deals and scenarios on both the free agent market and trade market as they try to continue to improve their roster. The Mets are going to be very busy. One possibility for the Mets involves potentially shipping one of their veteran bats out of town to enhance another area of weakness. The Mets are open to trading veteran outfielder designated hitter Starling Marte in exchange for relief help. And I've already talked to a number of teams about potential deals, as sources told Mets on SI. In order to move Marte, the Mets would have to pay down a portion of the salary, which they're willing to do, according to a source. Mets don't care about money anymore. Money's of nothing. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. The 36-year-old is set to make $20.75 million in 25 in what is his fourth and final season of his 4-year, $78 million deal. Marte had a solid postseason and bounced back year offensively, but was limited to 94 games in the regular season 2024 due to a knee injury, causing him to miss close to 2 months of action between June and August. Previous year was a tough one for the veteran outfielder, as he never looked healthy following doubled groin surgery in the prior offseason. Now, that's the thing. I mean, that's one of the many problems with Starling Marte, is he's always hurt, he's always injured, and that's been a major problem since he's been here all these years. Pitching currently appears to be the focus of the Mets, who could use at least one more big league starter after signing Frankie Montas and convert reliever Clay Holmes to join Kodai Senga and David Peterson in the rotation. A couple guys to keep an eye on with that. Bring back Sherman Naya. There are plenty of trade talk. Luis Castillo. And you know Garrett Crochet is off the board. We still have Castillo. Also keep an eye on Dylan Cease, who has a year left on his contract. Those are two guys in particular. Cease, and Castillo are two guys that are going to have a heavy market on them. We've already seen a little bit of it over the last few days. So keep an eye on those guys. That's kind of where the Mets, I can see the Mets going. Re-signing Marte, trading Marte, re-signing Manaea, and making some kind of massive trade for Luis Castillo or Dylan Cease. Now, this is another account from Rum Bunter. Recent Mets rumors could give Pirates reunion opportunity with former All-Star. This is an interesting thing because I've been hearing a lot of stuff about the Pirates looking for an outfielder. And they know Starling Marte. The MLB winter meetings are coming to a close, or they've closed. But the stove is still hot with rumors. One of the latest rumors that could possibly be relevant to the Pirates involves former All-Star Starling Marte. Pat Ragazzo reported the Mets are open to trading him for relief pitching following the blockbuster addition of Juan Soto. Marte is obviously on an expensive contract, making $20.75 million in 25, which would typically turn the Pirates away. But money is never an issue with the Mets, in fact. For a decent reliever, the Mets can place this deal and get this deal done. The Pirates don't have too big of a bullpen at the moment, but there are pieces that are movable that could get it done. They could send Carmen Zelinsky or Colin Holderman to the Mets, but given the massive amount of control attached to those big league arms, a one-for-one swap would make much sense. This trade would have to expand. The Pirates also have prospect options who could move to the bullpen and fulfill the Mets' needs, like Braxton, Ashcraft, or Mike Burrows. Both of those standout arms have suffered medical problems, likely keeping them in relief roles at the big league level. Now, that is an interesting maneuver. He's an older player. He's not going to play at more than 120. If he plays more than 120 games, I'd be surprised at this point in his career. The Mets need to get some of this payroll out of here. And really, I don't want to say it in a negative way because he's been a good leader here and been a good player here. A little bit of dead weight with Starling Marte at this point in his career. The Mets are not going to be able to have a well-rounded roster when you have a guy that he still runs well, but his defense isn't good. That's for sure. We know that the defense is taking a major step back in the last 2 years. And the Mets need to sort of move on from that and just create this open space for Juan Soto to play every day. And like I said, Starling Marte's power just isn't enough at this point in his career to be batting as the DH. It just doesn't work out like that. But like I said, the Mets are going to be very busy. They're going to be very active over the next few days. I expect a lot of moves before now and Christmas. I certainly expect a lot of moves between now and next week, to be honest with you. And we've already seen a lot of movement today. A lot of stuff I've noticed over the last few years sort of happens before the winter meetings. A lot of stuff happens after the winter meetings for whatever reason. It's been a weird quirk over the last few years. So keep that in mind. So don't be impatient that they're not getting guys in here fast enough. They're going to get it done. So the Mets are going to make big moves. I'm sure they told Juan Soto that they expect significant moves to be made over the next few months and years while he's here. So thank you for watching this video. Again, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. Hit the subscribe button. Have a good day. I'll see you later.